I can't wait till this map loses rotation.
GG's, guys.
Nice try, yeah.
Help me!
Team A.
Well, damn. Nice try. Is it just me, or is Valorant getting stupidly hard? The last time I hit my peak rank, Ascendant 2, was in November 2023, literally 8 months ago. Since then, I have been fighting for my fucking life out here to contend in Diamond 2, a rank I would have breezed past back then. So, what happened? Did I just magically start sucking out of nowhere? No, because you always suck. Hey! It's not very nice. In episode 5, the Ascendant rank was added, which intended to create a better rank distribution and elevated players below Immortal 2 to a higher rank and bring players above Immortal 2 slightly downward. At the time, my Diamond 3 ass was gonna make the final push to Immortal 1, which honestly seemed at the time like it was within arm's reach. However, I fell short, and soon after found myself hard stuck in Ascendant 1, trying and trying to improve through aim training and VOD review. I was eventually able to break through and stumbled into the rank of Ascendant 2, albeit not being there for very long. However, nothing prepared me for the hardship that would occur the very next episode.
Yes, the historically complicated Icebox is finally coming back with some anticipated changes, but Haven, the most iconic, most popular, and maybe even best map in the game, is out. Which has got a lot of people asking one question. Why?
Fuck, man. Are you joking? Episode 8 was by far the most difficult season to climb in Valorant thus far. The most obvious tell was the map pool for this episode. For one thing, Icebox was reinstated into the game with a few changes, and this was easily one of the hardest maps for me, Phoenix One Trick, who streams all of his games live on twitch.tv/fan9s, which you should follow, by the way, if you want to. No pressure, man. Breeze also being in during this act was a severe pain in the ass. I had watched VOD after VOD after VOD after VOD of pro play on this map, and I just could not understand how one is supposed to consistently win on this map whatsoever. Not to mention they took out the love of my life, Haven. Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that, Riot? Another huge change that I couldn't really find any real source of info for is that with the new reset, there was some sort of MMR change within Ranked. The start of each episode usually involves players getting their ranks reset and everyone scrambling within the first 2 weeks to get back to their beloved average rank. For me, that was Ascendant 1, but it felt like a massive undertaking to just get back to Diamond. But why was this so? It's not like I became considerably worse skill-wise. There's certainly a lot of factors that could have definitely contributed to this for sure. For whatever reason, whether it being a new map pool or some kind of freak MMR shift, I was getting a lot, and I mean a lot, of incredibly washed up high Ascendant and even Immortal players in my games. These washed up players had way more high level experience than I did, so I was just getting deep dicked every single game. I mean, look at the rank distribution from the middle of episode 7 to this one I just took at the end of episode 8. I could even see these changes unfolding on my very own friends list. Friends of mine that were Radiant were fighting for their fucking life in Immortal. Immortal 3 pals were teetering in and out of Ascendant 3 and Immortal 1. My Ascendant brethren and I were nailed down to Diamond 1 and 2 with very little mobility. It seemed like everyone but a strong few set of players was getting severely skill tested this episode. The map pool wasn't doing me any favors either. This episode's list of maps was easily the most difficult one to wrap my head around. I had little to no trouble on most of them, but stayed absolutely glued to Diamond 2 because of 2 maps. Breeze and Icebox. I had also made the difficult decision that at the beginning of the episode, I would go only solo until I hit Immortal. That means no more duo queuing, 5 stacking, trioing, nothing. Just me, myself, and I. The contrast between duoing and lone wolfing queue was extremely stark. Everything was now up to me. No longer having a duo to IGL for me, a reliable comrade to head into battle with, and nobody but myself to blame for my mechanics, aim, bad comms, and suboptimal decision making. My pride had absolutely been beaten to a pulp. Why was I having so much trouble? Have I been getting carried by my duos this entire time? Why am I still not pulling at the very least a 50% win rate on all these maps? Am I stupid? Is Phoenix the problem? Am I just destined to be an absolute failure at this silly ass anime shooting game? This act forced me to face how fraudulent I was and question myself as to what really was the best path to success here. There's certainly no one right path to success,
Bro, my brain is completely off right now.
Best way to do it, I guess.
but man, are there a lot of wrong ones.
Last player standing.
Wait, okay, wait.
Spike down A.
I'm nervous. I'm such a little nervous boy. Dude, I swear to God, I don't know what's going on.
You said I'm nervous.
I started playing Phoenix because I thought of him as the easiest agent to play, and I was too illiterate to understand the Woohoojin coaching rules, but, you know, fucking, you try reading. It's not easy, bitch. In order to grow, you need to challenge yourself. And to remedy the problems I was having on each and every map, I decided me, Fan9S, Fango. Where am I going with this? Fucking, god damn it. In order to grow, you need to face a challenge, whether it's you challenging yourself or something else challenging you. And to remedy the problems I was having on every map that I was losing half the time on, I decided to try and pick up the most meta character on each of those maps that I believed to be capable of playing, or just had a strong interest in. And while this never worked for Breeze, aside from a couple of fluke wins with my dogshit Yoru, I found excellent results doing this by picking up Gecko for Sunset and Lotus, Sky for Split, and Killjoy for Icebox. It felt nice to push myself out of my comfort zone and attain a better level of consistency than I had ever had before. And I had completely flipped my crushing loss streak on Icebox on its head. The biggest kicker for me was that I still wasn't confident in my gunfights. I already had some decent aim under my belt from the brief stints I did with the TENS video I made and doing the Woohoojin Aim Labs playlist. My aim might have been good, but my movement mechanics were absolute dog shit and completely subpar for what a peak Ascendant 1 players should be. So, for the last month of episode 8, I had a full-on routine I would do every single day at the behest of my current coach, who I'll talk about in a later video. I watched educational Valorant content on concepts I struggled with, did the ramp routine on Aim Labs, watched frag movies from cracked players to hype myself up, did movement drills in the range, played DMs, played a few comp games, then ended the day with more DMs. And honestly, the biggest change that I went through after all of this was how confident I got. My confidence absolutely shot through the roof in these gunfights. I started to swing with far more confidence than ever before. Against a formal Radiant or Immortal player, no problem. No matter what color JPEG you have next to your name, everyone can still be one-tapped. My KD finally raised back over 1.0, and I was feeling good no matter what the result of a game was. I began to see myself being far more effective regardless of whatever team comp I was placed into. Overall, did I get Shrek rank back? Hell no, bro. This is a Disney movie. Stupid ass bitch. But I managed to hit Diamond 3 right at the end of the third act, which is better than I was doing the last few acts, honestly. Despite all the obstacles in the way this entire episode, the solo queuing, switching characters, the absolute rancid pile of trash known as Breeze from Valorant, the MMR shift, and finally, the biggest obstacle, myself. I am extremely grateful for this episode because it forced me to hit rock bottom, question pretty much everything I had thought about myself as a Valorant player, and forced me to evolve. And I don't give a fuck if I have a purple JPEG next to my name right now in this silly ass anime shooting video game. I feel better than I ever have before playing it. And I'm not gonna stop until I hit that red rank. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys back for the next one. Peace! Hey guys, what's up? Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Just and Sky from my Discord for supporting me. If you guys want to know how to support and get shout outs in the video, you can go to my Discord link that's in the description right there and consider subbing. That's it from me. Have a good one, y'all, and take care. Be easy. So, what happened? Did I just magically start sucking wee-wee out of nowhere? Bro. I wrote that.